following content is for mature audiences.
The International Blind Cafe presents.
Yo, welcome to the Breakfast Buffet. It's the International Blind Cafe. If you're feeling down, we gon' brighten your day. You can pay me in money or pay me in play. Like, see what we talking about. Oh, what we talking about. Like what we talking about. Oh, what we talking about. Like, see what we talking about. Oh, what we talking about. Like what we talking about. Hey, yo, welcome to the Breakfast Buffet. It's the International Blind Cafe. If you're feeling down, we gonna brighten your day. You can pay me in money or pay me in play. The more you listen, the more you're laughing. But we all keep it real and always ready to go.
Yo, welcome to the Breakfast Buffet, here live at the International Blind Cafe. I am your host, Judge Raleigh, aka Tremaine, BKB that guy, coming to you live and direct from the tables of the cafe where we talk about any and everything. So come on in, grab yourself a bowl of grits, a plate of eggs, a cup of tea or coffee, or whatever you need as we tune into conversations already in progress live from the cafe.
Whoa. Hashtag the other room. The International Cafe.
Everyone's here doesn't Crow and Carl Karen. He's like, new achievement.
Right? Right?
They do remind me of Dungeon Crawler Crow. I didn't think about it. They did.
It does. It reminds me of Dungeon Crawler.
So,
That's kind of awesome.
do flies ever bother y'all while y'all sitting on the toilet? We actually kind of had
No.
I don't have flies in my bathroom. I don't know about you, but
We have indoor plumbing.
no, even in the
God, why would you have flies in your house?
How long
Do you
are
not
you in
have
there?
screens?
yeah, you have screens. They coming through the door.
I mean,
You
it's
don't
easy.
leave your door open.
It's easy to get a random fly in your house, but the question is, when you get them in your house, why you don't buy them little sticky things that hang from the ceiling or get
Oh
some
man,
bug
come on, man,
repellent
dude.
thing?
You grew up in Detroit your whole life. You know them flies. They hip to that.
I mean, I
Flies
don't
already
know.
know about the strips. They're just avoiding them.
They just avoidable out here.
I got 2 strips in my house right now. One in the kitchen by the back door, and one in the living room.
I'm just saying, maybe it's just me because I went out and got the Windex with the ammonia in, and my aunt picked it up the other day because we got a personal fight going on right now. They only tend to bother me when I'm on the toilet. It's just like they say, he can't get up right now. So let's just fly around and fuck with him. He can't do nothing about it. So let's just have at it.
I like
So I went and bought me a bottle of that Windex with the ammonia in them so I can just, you just shoot them.
Oh my God, parents, you need to upstream.
I
Seriously.
mean, like, don't you like
No,
after a while of spraying that Windex, don't it kind of like become overwhelming with the scent?
No, it don't.
Yeah. Guess
No,
so.
you don't. I mean, you have to have a lot of it.
I mean, when you're trying to catch a fly as a blind person, I imagine you spray a lot.
You're reminding me
no.
right now of the dad
You
from
shouldn't
Friday.
have flies in your bathroom, period.
I
And
mean, but they get in
destroy
the
it
house.
upstream. Get the fly strip and don't leave your doors open.
Surely. They come through the door
Parents.
when you come in.
Yeah, there's no way to stop the fly
Don't
from coming
get
in.
the fly strips then.
Buy a gun.
Now that's a good point, because America.
but
I'm just asking around because
chopsticks.
he said, no, I'm not about to do the Karate Kid.
You need to kill them before they get to your bathroom. Get the fly strips.
They just tend to only want to bother. I'm just making sure that it is me. That's all I need to know. I just need to know what kind of war I'm fighting. Maybe y'all pissed off neighborhood flies.
We get
flies here and they get in the house. And fly strips are freaking nasty. They're fucking gross.
They are. Especially if you're blind and you run into it, they stick to your head.
And now you got flies on your bald scalp. Dead ones.
Oh my God.
Well, Julie,
But-
you fine with it. You got hair, so you can't feel them rolling around in that dime. We can.
I mean,
No, I get it. I don't want flies buzzing around me whether I've got hair or not.
Flies are horrible. That's why we're supposed to eat
Especially in the
outside.
bathroom when I'm on the toilet. No. They
Which
need
This is
to
the prime reason
die
why.
before they get to the bathroom.
But this is the
We had
prime reason
fly-
why I don't do picnics. This
They
is why I
gotta use
don't
the
eat outside.
bathroom too. The flies need to use the restroom just like everybody else.
We had a fly problem, and then I started having my backyard picked up, and we don't have a fly problem no more.
You know, they got the Eddie got this stuff. They come and treat his house, and so when we were out there, I noticed he didn't have a lot of bugs around his house. Period. But that's why I don't eat outside. This in general because bugs, and you go out to a little family gathering, like, don't you want stuff? No, I'll take a plate to go, cause y'all can see what's heading towards y'all food to ward it off. I don't want to eat nothing.
I mean that's understandable, but
That's just protein, Terrence.
Yeah,
No.
really.
would you eat the sausage outside? You eat them outside though, right?
But I can cover it. I eat it in a napkin, and my hands are big enough to cover it. But I don't eat a plate outside.
All right.
Yeah.
When you go to the mall and you eat in the food court, do you go and wash your hands
I keep hand
before you
sanitizer on me.
sit
'Cause
down and eat? Do
I keep
you?
hand sanitizer. Yeah, I keep hand sanitizer on me.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
keep
don't.
a bottle of hand sanitizer in my book bag. And my book bag is nine times out of 10, my book bag is always with me. But my wife, she showed me this little bag that she brought recently that I'm thinking about buying. It's like this crossbody backpack thing.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's small. I'm thinking about buying
Yeah.
one of those.
I like those.
It's way better.
Lululemon does a really good one.
It's
Tremaine.
way better than me carrying this big old book bag everywhere, that
Yeah.
crossbody one.
I've got this nice little one. Swiss Army makes it.
Oh,
yeah,
And
nice.
it's crossbody.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, nice.
yeah, I think they are way more cooler than carrying this book backpack around. Like,
And fanny packs as well. It just
I use a
interrupts
fanny
your
pack when I used to
outfit.
I use those when I go to amusement parks.
Yep.
I'd
do
rather
I.
have the crossbody.
Yeah, I'd rather have the crossbody now that I've seen them. Like before, I used to have a fanny pack, but this crossbody, like I said, my wife just got one not too long ago. And
See,
it's
when I
pretty
do,
cool.
if I do fanny packs, I need two, and they become hip packs.
So, Jason, where did you get the Swiss Army one from? Online or?
No, actually, I got it at the Winnipeg airport.
Really?
Yeah, at the
Okay.
suitcase, the place that sells the suitcases inside the airport. I needed a bag to go to Cuba a few years ago.
Bentley?
Okay.
What? I have no idea.
Did you bring some cigars back from Cuba?
Yeah.
Not
No.
illegal. Not illegal
No.
in Canada.
Illegal.
Yes.
No, he
It
didn't.
is not.
Oh, it's not? Oh, okay.
I live in Canada.
Yeah, it's only illegal to bring them into the United States.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
it
no,
was
so
legal
I didn't know we
here
were
as
walking
well.
through the airport. There's a cologne. I gotta ask her. There's a cologne shop in at Midway. When we were walking through, I'm like, seriously, it smelled like we was walking through Macy's or Neiman Market somewhere. Pulled on cologne counter. I was like, I didn't know airports was that decked out like that.
Oh yeah.
I
So-
do my best shopping at the airports.
Jason, would you say that bag was priced fairly well for the price you paid for it at the airport?
Absolutely, yeah. It was, and it's my iPad doesn't quite fit in it, so it's that little. But I carry cane tips in it. I carry my phone fits in it. My wallet.
Your passport.
There's a spot in the back. My passport and documents fit, so they're not fumbling around. It's got lots of little pouches in it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Really?
Great stuff. It's really well organized for. Yeah, so it's not like I call it my man purse, but it's really
Hey,
well organized.
You know what? People used to make jokes about having a man bag, but in this day and age, you need a man bag. I mean, you got to carry so much stuff as a man. Like, just putting it in your pocket don't work. Like, I usually got to carry a charger, auxiliary battery pack, a wallet.
You know how ridiculous you'd look carrying it all in your pockets? You'd be walking around with big bulging pockets, all kinds of cords and stuff.
Yeah, all kind of cords. You got, you know what I'm saying? In this day and age,
what it is, it's a man purse.
yeah.
A chiropractor will tell you that putting your wallet in your back pocket and then sitting down throws you off. So
Depends on how much money and
why
credit
wouldn't
card.
you carry a purse?
No,
I was always told to put it in my front pocket.
Yeah.
I sit on
just
my
for-
wallet, and it don't even bother me no more. This is one of them things I got used to. When I first started carrying a wallet, it was a little uncomfortable, but now it's just one of the things I'm used to.
I stopped doing it just because security. I didn't want my wallet behind me. I could feel my pockets and stuff, so.
So you carry your wallet in your front pocket?
Yep.
Terrence, I keep my wallet in my back pocket just so somebody might grab my ass.
You trying to get some action?
Loneliness. He has to hide a loneliness there.
I like your thinking, Jason.
He said, rob me, baby. Rob me all night long.
I like cargo pants because I can put a lot of stuff in those.
Yeah, I like cargo pants too, but then again, it goes back to the point, Mike. You walking around with a bunch of bulgy pockets now, so.
John Martin.
I don't think I've ever had cargo pants. Back in the day, I had Jordache jeans, and those Jordache jeans with some deep pockets. Remember we got in, they yelled us from taking Kim to Dairy Queen. We came back with that full order, and I had them pops in my pocket.
Yeah, the shorts have cargo pockets. It's really nice.
Yeah, I got a pair of cargo shorts too. They are pretty nice.
Except you need suspenders to hold them up sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't mind the cargo shorts or pants. I don't like that people put things in them. Because then they just look weird.
Well,
I mean,
they don't.
There's saddlebags.
They don't put textbooks and the War and Peace novel in there. You just put like your wallets and some papers and or something like that. A passport or whatever. It works out.
Yeah, I get it.
I got one.
It's not me though. That's all. I'd rather the crossbody is. And that's what I like.
See, the cargo pants or shorts were the men's answer to the man purse for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
We ran out of space.
I think the whole man bag sounds better.
Because in traveling, I have to have my passport sometimes, wallet, and then I have what else? I have my phone.
Your ticket.
And then I can button that up, and it's less likely to be stolen. It's kind of hard to get in there and pluck it out when it's buttoned up. So
No.
and
It might just be me with this problem, but maybe I got one too many plastic cards. But sometimes I feel like I need a bigger wallet.
Oh yeah, I have too many
cards.
cards.
I want to pick one up. Dover uses the Ridge wallet, and it's nice. I think he got like 10 or 12 wallets in there. Cards in there. It's very slim. I'm surprised he didn't show it to you when we was there.
No, but I got.
Yeah. Well, just some friendly advice from a traveler. Never put all your eggs in one basket. I do not put all my credit cards in one wallet. Why? Because you get lost, lose that thing in a foreign country, you are fucked. So always keep some of your important documents and credit cards in a safe place outside your wallet, and some in your wallet, but never the twain shall meet in your wallet.
That is true.
I was going to ask you about that, throw that out there. Julie, it's called the Ridge wallet. And I was going to ask, so what is the procedure if you're in another country and you lose your passport? Like, do they allow you to get a duplicate passport from the post office or wherever you go?
You should have a copy
It
made.
used to be you could you do photocopy, but now with phones you just take a picture. So I've taken a picture of my the picture and signature page of my passport,
Right.
and keep it in my phone. Then if I would lose it, I would go to the embassy and I would show that, and they can issue me a temporary one. You know, and
Now, I have to say, when I went home 2 years ago to England, I foolishly went there before my permanent residency card for Canada had been renewed, and you couldn't even go to the embassy. You had to, I mean, it was a gong show trying to get an appointment to go to the embassy. So I agree with John. Make sure that your documentation is separate at all times if you're in another country, for sure.
yeah, and even now, a lot of people will allow you to get away with just having a picture of the photo page of your passport. So I don't even carry my passport. I leave it in a locked safe in the hotel, or hide it in my suitcase, or lock it in my apartment.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I just take my photo in my device, and I've gone to hospitals and things and say, like, well, let me see your ID, and I just show them my photo of my passport, and it's enough.
I mean, see, in this day and age, even now, like with the like on the iPhone, you got this wallet app, and now they let you add actual like identification cards to the wallet app.
The problem is it's a state by state basis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've got a
but-
state of Colorado by
Sorry,
on our phone.
but if you are in another country and your passport and ID is stolen, you can't walk up to your embassy and just knock on the door and say, "Help me."
Right.
No. Well, there's a 1-800, or I mean a 1-800. Well, there's a number there's an emergency number for people abroad that call their embassy. There's a embassy services helpline, an emergency line. Like if you get arrested or get into some trouble, you know, there is a number you can call and get an embassy, and they supposedly will fast track you in and help you. I've never had to use those services, but I've emailed them before. I've gotten responses, and like I said, I always carry duplicate documentation of my passport, so I have a backup. Just show them, even if it's not the real thing. They could look it up by number. Obviously, they could see my face, whatever other biometrics they might have. So they probably would accept that. Yeah. So it used to be you could take a photocopy, a color photocopy, and put it in your wallet. Carry it in your pants. Now, if the police pick you up in another country, they might want to see the physical passport, because there'll be a stamp an immigration stamp. Now, I usually take 2 photos, the photo of the signature page and then the photo of the immigration stamp, so that they're both visible, so I can show the police, hey, I've been stamped in the country. I'm not, out of bounds. I'm not, violating my terms of tourist visa. I do that as well.
So I got a question for you, John. Like, I know you're originally from over this way in the States, whatever the case, but now you're over there in Japan. So, like, did you have to file for some type of paperwork to stay there, or what do you need in order to stay in that country in general?
Well, yeah, because I have a Japanese wife, so I got a spousal visa. So yeah.
And
it took me. Yeah.
Okay. Does that expire or anything, or do you got to renew it? How does that work?
Yeah, it expires. It expires in 3 years, and then I have, I guess, to start 6 months before it expires because of bureaucracy, and if I wait too late, might run out of time. So 6 months before it expires, I got to reapply, and then they might give me a longer one, like for 5 years. I think it's the same in Canada, U.S., is spouse visa. Because I did one for my wife in Canada, and it was good for like 5 years or maybe 3 years, and then she had to renew it a certain amount of time before it expired. Yeah, it's pretty much standard, for spouse visas. I don't have, and then I can work. I can do, anything that the other visas allow. It's the easiest one to get to allow you to do everything. Otherwise, you get like a work visa, and then you got to get a sponsor from your job and all that stuff.
I asked because, like as the group is growing, man, we are starting to expand out and meet up with each other, here and there. And we're the International Blind Cafe. So far we've done stuff here in our country, like locally, but there's going to come a point in time where somebody's going to want to go somewhere to meet somebody.
Yeah.
And that's across the ocean. And so what do you, that's why I just wanted to know, what are you doing?
Oh, okay, well, now you're talking about tourist visa.
Even with, the upcoming trip for the girls, there are a couple of us that are not American that need to get our documentation and everything in order to travel, right? So,
and it's opposite for me because I live in a border state. So I don't need a passport to go to Canada. I have the ID that allows me to go across the border and come back.
Oh, you have a Nexus card. Do you have a Nexus card?
No.
That's the only documentation that allow it.
It's called enhanced ID.
I lived on the border. I can only tell you there are only 2 places. They don't allow driver's licenses anymore. There are only 2 forms of ID you can cross the Canadian-American border. That's with A, a Nexus card, and B, a passport. That's it.
For us in Michigan, it's an enhanced ID.
Yeah, there's a third one, John. There's the enhanced ID, because we can get it in Manitoba, too.
Okay, they changed it. They added
okay, however, you need to be protective of that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like John says, like carry something on your phone that is a photo and whatever. Yeah.
I mean,
and that's why I was asking, because I know for me, I don't need a passport to go there, but I'm actually looking. Tremaine and I both were talking about getting our passports, right? Just to be able to expand out. And I just was curious how it's done, right? Like when you get another other country. Because a lot of people, they don't have a contingency, but that's just the thing about being blind. We have to have a plan B, and a plan F, And sometimes a plan M, because you just never know.
Well, and then you get a customs agent who doesn't see a lot of enhanced IDs, and they're like, "Oh, where's your passport? You need a passport," because they're not all that educated on the border.
Yeah, that's fairly new. The enhanced driver's license that allow you to go through. It's usually it used to be the Nexus card, and you'd have the Nexus line. Now that's interesting with an enhanced driver's license. I guess you wouldn't use a Nexus line. You'd still have to use a regular passport line.
And it's only good for land crossings, John, and it's only good for Alabama doesn't have it because they're not a
border state. So what we have here is enhanced and then real ID, they call it. But you're good if you have this emblem on it. And so the thing is like a star, the way it's described. If you have that as a border state, anyway, I can only speak from a border state. If you have that, it allows you to go to Mexico and Canada, and it also allows you to fly. And I don't know why they split things up like that. But you
fly within the United States and their territories.
No, you can fly to Mexico from Michigan.
No, in Canada. In Mexico and Canada from Michigan.
Okay, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I didn't know that the enhanced driver's license could function as a Nexus card. Well, then why have the Nexus card?
I don't know. I've never heard of a Nexus card.
Yeah,
but enhanced ID's been in Michigan for like 20 years now, probably.
I haven't heard of the Nexus card neither because when we were youngsters, we used to cross the border all the time, and I say like 2001, 2002. So, and I think the last time we went was about 04, 05. So, as long as you didn't have any contraband and you had your ID, you couldn't go without ID. But if you had your Michigan state ID, the border's right at Detroit. You just cross over the Ambassador Bridge. We would go over there.
One difference. The Nexus card, they have their own line, so it's faster. If you have a Nexus card, you have a special line. You can fly with the Nexus card to Mexico, Canada, and within the United States. And so, I guess that's one benefit. Or it sounds to me like the only benefit is the line. You go through faster on the Nexus, but I don't know why. Because I mean, this must be kind of a new thing because it was the Nexus card or the passport.
So trips to Canada from Detroit was a huge thing because of the casinos, right there, and then what is that, Windsor? So. It was, from everybody. Like you would just like right now, we're sitting there chopping it up, shooting the shit. You're like, yo, you want to go to Canada? Yeah. I mean, that was especially back in the night. Now Detroit has casinos, but a lot of people still went over there because it was fun to go to Windsor for whatever reason. And so it wasn't a whole lot of pomp and circumstance in it. You didn't need any passport. Everybody had to be ID'd, had to have ID. They had to have valid ID. And they will let you across the border and back into Michigan.
Oh yeah, you have to have a driver's license up until the 2001, bombing, and then after 2001, they started to crack down and they started to introduce the Nexus card.
Well, the other day, Tremaine was telling me about when they used to go on one of the, paddle boats, whatever they're called, with the big wheel. Yeah. From Detroit to an island called Bois Blanc, which means Whitewood, that is owned by Ontario. It's part of Ontario. And there was an amusement park there that started in the 1800s
1889.
and closed down in 93, right, Tremaine?
93.
And you guys didn't need passport.
We would go over there on a
No.
ferry by like the low. You pull up and park. It was a whole thing. You pull up and park. And you got on this big ass. It was a double deck party boat, and they would play all the like dance music. People would dance their ass off from shore to shore.
Yeah.
Get off and go get on the rides. Take your family. It was nothing to get those tickets and take your family. And of course, it was they didn't really have food on the boat. They may sold chips and stuff like that, but people bought liquor, of course, right? And then you finish at the amusement park. You get back on the boat, and it was two different DJs, and then they would just drink and dance their ass all the way back across the river.
Really?
Yeah, I mean by the boatload, baby.
Did they play Tina Turner?
They played some of everything.
The only song I remember them playing the most on the Babylon boat was "I Don't Cry" by Stevie Wonder.
Really?
Yeah. They would hustle their ass off. When that was a hustle joint,
Yeah.
But they would hustle their ass off going across the river, and no one got. It was just ID, and you would just take your kids, no passports. That's why I'm like listening to y'all now, and I'm like, that's interesting.
There was no passports needed until the World Trade Center thing. And there's the fast card will get you across the border too, but that's on the commercial side.
Yeah, the commercial side.
Now, see, I don't exactly know when they started cracking down on going kind of hard like that, because my nephew, he didn't turn 20 until 2012. But when he was 19, he was with him and my other nephews. They used to go back and forth to Canada all the time, going to buy bottles of liquor. And for some reason, they were able to bring it back to Michigan because they were legally able to drink in Canada at 19, but in Michigan, it was 21, but still they allowed them to bring the liquor back over to the States without no problem. Now it's a little bit more of a problem. I think when you buy liquor in Canada and bring it back to the States, I think they try to charge you a tax on it now. Same thing with cigarettes. My homeboy, he used to go to Canada and buy like crates of cigarettes because they was cheaper in Canada versus buying them in Michigan.
Is Ontario 19?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
I don't
that's why we used to
understand
go over
that.
there.
We're in the same country. Why is it not 18 right across?
Because it's
I know it's provincial. I get it. I know. Don't
Yeah, but
make
that's why we used to go over there.
Wait a minute, what's 18? Everywhere.
You can drink legally in Alberta. Is it PEI?
Oh, well, see, I know in Windsor it was 19. Like, that's why we used to go over there when we was 19.
Ontario's
we used to go to the casino.
19.
We used to go to the casino. We used to be able to drink over there at 19. And I know all the way up, like I said, all the way up until maybe 2012, it was still like, my nephew and them didn't have no passports when they used to go to Canada. So it used to be, I think at one point in time after 9/11, they started requiring you to bring your birth certificate, but then they switched that over to having to have a passport or an enhanced ID.
Oh, the enhanced ID, yeah, because I remember us getting our birth certificate. Yeah, because that's why we went down to Herman Kiefer. Oh, we went down to Herman Kiefer Hospital to get our passports when we moved over there, and we moved into our apartments on Warren. And that's now I can remember what I was in there getting my birth certificate for, not our passport. I can remember that was why.
Yeah, you probably had the birth certificate, get the passport, because after 9/11, you definitely needed a passport to cross. They changed it.
But then they started the enhanced ID thing, so we had to have a birth certificate, and then the Michigan State ID, and then they started the enhanced, so you didn't have to do it.
Yeah, they started also the Nexus card, and I that helped you get in through faster.
Yeah, I had never heard of that one. That's just crazy, because when y'all said that, hey, dude, what if they just let us through because we were blind? They saw us in the back, my eyes rolling around crazy. It was like they just taking some special needs children across the border. Y'all just going through. Oh my goodness, those were the days, though.
Back to the question, like if you want to travel to other countries, a lot of countries that are friendly in tourism, like if you go to any European country, pretty much, you get an automatic 90 days tourist visa just showing up with your passport. You don't need to do anything. You just have a valid passport.
This recording was brought to you on behalf of the International Blind Cafe. However, the views and opinions discussed in this recording are not the views and opinions of the International Blind Cafe. Please follow us on Facebook at the International Blind Cafe or online at theinternationalblindcafe.com. Peace.
To the breakfast buffet. It's the International Blind